Hello everyone, and welcome to round 2 of the 2025 Super Formula One World Championship. We are here in Japan for the Autopolis Grand Prix at Autopolis International Racing Course. This is a technical 2.9 mile circuit with 19 corners and a variation of elevation changes throughout. A fun fact, every driver who has won this race has done so from pole. So let's see if that remains true and take a look at the starting grid.
Starting from the back row, Oliver Bearman starts alongside Gabriel Bortoleto, Jack Doohan alongside Liam Lawson, and then Nico Hulkenberg alongside Lance Stroll. Fernando Alonso starts alongside Carlos Sainz, and former teammates Ocon and Gasly ahead of them, Gasly the user. Albon starts alongside Hadjar, with then Yuki Tsunoda and Kimi Antonelli. Then Oscar Piastri alongside Lewis Hamilton, George Russell alongside Charles Leclerc, and finally Max Verstappen in second with Lando Norris on pole.
And we are off from Autopolis, and Lando Norris gets away well and is already ahead of Verstappen before they get to turn 1. Charles Leclerc down the inside on Verstappen and up into second place he goes as Lando Norris leads, and it looks like the rest of the field has gotten through cleanly. We watch as Pierre Gasly weaving to the inside on his former teammate Tsunoda. He's going to kill two birds with one stone here, passing both RBs at the hairpin. Keeping our eyes on last year's race winner Oscar Piastri here as Isaac Hadjar down the inside of the McLaren, the rookie getting by the world champion there. That was an opportunistic move from quite a way back, but one that works for the RB driver. Liam Lawson looking for a move here on his old teammate Tsunoda into turn 1, and side by side they go, and up into 9th goes Lawson. We're going to watch Gasly here because he's going to jump out ahead of Isaac Hadjar, who was running in 6th before that stop. And there is Hadjar now, so Gasly making moves with the pit stops now starting to take place. Fernando Alonso probably feels he's a bit quicker than his teammate Lance Stroll here, just waiting for a way by. And there he goes. He gives a little nudge to Stroll on his way by. But through he goes as Stroll heads into the pits. But now we look at Pierre Gasly, and there he is, up into 6th place from 11th at the start. Alpine with a nice undercut for him. And we watch Lando Norris here, up on Kimi Antonelli. Antonelli hasn't pitted yet, but Norris clearing him at the hairpin. A very nice move indeed from Lando there. George Russell trying to get back into position here. He's got to track down Gasly into turn 1, and Gasly doesn't look like he'll fight this one. They're side by side. Gasly's still there, but Russell up into P3. Pierre Gasly has dropped back a bit, but he is right on the rear of Liam Lawson as they go wheel to wheel. This is not somewhere you normally see an overtake. But Gasly trying to get past Lawson. They even bang wheels, but Gasly gets through on the Red Bull. That was some tough battling. Yuki Tsunoda is going to dive into the pits here at the end of lap 25, but our eyes turn to Kimi Antonelli, who's got pressure from Oscar Piastri behind. Piastri switching sides, looking for a way through as into turn 1 they go. But Piastri getting the move done there, up into P4 he goes. Antonelli is struggling a bit now as Charles Leclerc is putting the pressure on, coming out of the hairpin as Antonelli keeping the Ferrari at bay for now. But There goes Leclerc around the outside of turn 12. That one's different, but it works for the Ferrari. End of 27 now, and the pit lane is going to get very busy here. Norris coming in, Verstappen coming in, Hamilton as well, but that will leave Oscar Piastri with less than 10 to go into the lead of the race and trying to win this race for the second year in a row. George Russell now trying to clear the lap traffic of Ollie Behrman there, as there's a lot of traffic now down on the front straight as Gasly going back at Russell. Norris comes out of the pits and into third. Verstappen down in seventh. Gasly looks to be struggling for grip here, sliding around, and the door opens. Hadjar gets ahead of the Alpine. Verstappen now, he needs to get ahead of Tsunoda here, but look at Lewis Hamilton down the inside he goes, and Verstappen is down to 9th now. Leclerc is getting held up by Nico Hülkenberg here, but now he gets through, and Norris is going to follow him through. Look at George Russell, he's right there as well. Russell tucks underneath. Norris has the inside and into turn 1. Norris up into second. A good recovery, but Piastri is still well up the road. Is there enough time to track him down? Look at this. In a blink of an eye, Lando Norris right on the rear of Piastri. He's really struggling on those tires late here, and it's allowed Norris inching closer to the rear of Piastri. And as there he goes, Lando Norris back into the lead of the race. Piastri could barely defend it. Lewis Hamilton trying desperately to get back into the points here. Around the outside on Tsunoda. Tsunoda's got the next corner. Hamilton gets the better exit, and back up into 10th goes Hamilton. Antonelli's got pressure here because he's got a train of cars behind him, and they all disperse down the main straight. 5 cars down into turn 1. And Gasly trying the outside of Antonelli. Nothing doing that time. Antonelli holds place. You get the sense that Piastri has run out of tires here. He's trying to hold on to P2. Norris has nearly checked out up front, with McLaren still trying to secure a 1-2 finish. But Leclerc is there, and oh, Piastri's gone wide and let Leclerc through. Lando Norris from pole is going to win, but Leclerc splits the two McLarens at the line, and Piastri falls to third. He's just run out of tires. Final battles for points here. Gasly and Albon battling for 9th, both going wide, and through goes Hamilton, up into 9th now. Albon and Gasly still going at it for 10th now. Who's gonna break first? Gasly goes deeper, and they touch, but Gasly's got the position, and in the points is Pierre Gasly. Albon trying to come back at him, but Gasly will fend him off into 11. So, 4 for 4 on pole sitters converting to wins here as Lando Norris wins at Autopolis. He finishes ahead of Charles Leclerc on what could have been a McLaren 1-2. Piastri on the podium in 3rd, George Russell in 4th, and Max Verstappen did well to get back up to 5th, but he'll be disappointed after starting on the front row. Kimi Antonelli and Isaac Hadjar, the 2 rookies in 6th and 7th, Tsunoda in 8th, Hamilton down to 9th, and Gasly in 10th. Looking at the non-point scorers now, Williams out of the points this week, Alonso unable to finish in the points as well, and Liam Lawson down in 13th. We have a new championship leader after 2. Norris leads by 5 from Verstappen, Oscar Piastri in 3rd, Kimi Antonelli outscoring Lewis Hamilton, and Pierre Gasly scoring Alpine's first point this year. McLaren atop the constructors' standings, trying to go back-to-back this year ahead of Ferrari and then Red Bull. RB is impressively in 5th after 2 rounds. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next round at Suzuka.